C7I team is finding out how people are weathering tomorrow and preparing for the impacts of climate change. Consumer investigator Jason Knowles tonight taking a look at the flooding that is plaguing communities across the country as well as locally.
Jason joins us tonight. Glad you're with us here at 6:30. With more on what you're working on specifically. So are you focusing on any particular community? Calumet City, I know, is one of them that has had to deal with flooding related issues.
Yeah, we're looking at the data in the region. We're mainly focusing on Calumet City. At least our specific I-Team story, our version of this, of Weathering Tomorrow, of course, is something that the owned stations, the ABC-owned stations are doing. But our version, our investigative story that we're doing all started when two women called the I-Team about ongoing flooding in Calumet City. The last flood that they had, you can see here in this video, oh my gosh, look at that. Look at all that water. This was in July. Both women had multiple floods, of course, even before then. The last one was July. They've spent thousands and thousands of dollars, and they are asking, why does this keep happening to our homes? They want answers from the city in Calumet City. So we went looking for those answers, and this is all part of our Weathering Tomorrow series. We wanted to look into their cases and find out why they were dealing with so much flooding. We did get some answers from Calumet City about what they are doing. Of course, the women in our story are dealing with specific sewer backups at their home.
Okay.
And so we're going to kind of talk people through what exactly they're dealing with. But we also found out that Calumet City isn't just dealing with that. It's not just those two women in that neighborhood and those sewage backups, but people are also just dealing with overall flooding if they are in a flood plain. Yeah. There's also issues in Calumet City because of neglected infrastructure over the years. There's a lot of problems with sewage backups and other sewers, and there's talk of how they can separate combined sewage systems. And of course, climate change is a big issue, and that's why we have that initiative with ABC and Weathering Tomorrow, because we're looking at how people are going to be preparing for climate change in the years ahead.
It's really good. You've been alerted by these two residents, but what are the city leaders doing to help them at this point?
Yeah. Great question, because there is help on the way, and our report tonight is going to focus on the financial assistance that's available. Now, as far as that flood goes from July and all that water that we saw in July on July 5th, there is FEMA assistance from the federal government. There's also state assistance being offered to people. The city is also offering so many different options so people can actually get money back if they want to apply to upgrade sewage systems in their homes. The city's also getting all these grants so they can upgrade the sewage systems and the sewers in the city. They're fixing the alleys. I mean, we're going to go through this at 10 and tell you everything that they are doing so people can actually get some assistance. The two women in our story may be able to get some help, half off a new sewage system that's being offered to all residents in Calumet City. So we'll explain more of that at 10. And of course, we're going to look at the data in Calumet City and other areas to show you how bad this flooding is going to get in the next 30 years with climate change.
This Weathering Tomorrow is a great look that the network
series.
in collaboration with you and some of our other stations is doing. So thank you for the preview right now. And a reminder, you can catch Jason's entire report tonight on Eyewitness News at 10. That's on Channel 7. Cheryl